Girl, let me tell you something. I forgot to connect my laptop, so I'm trying to first make a point here. I haven't spoken about makeup or skincare in a really long time. I've been super like I love taking care of my skin, as I feel everybody does nowadays. I do love makeup. I've always loved makeup. I've always loved doing my makeup differently, or in some cases, I've always liked to find my staple and like my staple look, my daily look, my everyday look, something that literally says, "Oh, this is me." I used to always wear winged eyeliner with lipstick and like pink blush, and now it's very neutral. This is like my everyday makeup look. Sometimes I'll change the, the nudity or the intensity of the lip. Sometimes I'll be like a pumpkin spice orange or nude. I don't even know what kind of shade it would be really. And sometimes I do change it to like straight up nude. Like we're talking about Myth from MAC nude. Like I like that girl. And then other times I'll put in some color. So today what I want to talk about specifically when it comes to makeup, first we got to prepare the base, right? Got to take care of that base, got to take care of your skin, got to first, figure out the sweet spot for what your skin, your makeup, and how long your makeup wears. So we got to find like that tweaking point. If you have oily skin, combinational skin, dry skin, flaky skin, breakout prone skin, if you have psoriasis or other medical conditions that can actually set off your pretty much your pH balance and the overall what is the term, sensitivity of your skin. Like I know for a fact if I wear stuff that's very fragranced, I get itchy. I get hives. So I have to be really, really careful. I also am psoriasis like prone. I don't always get it now because my stress levels are significantly lower now. Crazy, right? How like you're single and like all of that is over. So I do have like less of that. So first off is cleanser. Also, like both of my tonsils are like really infected. So, bear with me if I take a lot of pauses or you notice me swallow really hard, is because it doesn't hurt. It's just bothersome. I guess because I took naproxen. I'm fine. Like I'm on antibiotics and I'm taking naproxen and I'm fine, but still like I get winded. So cleansers. These are two of my favorite, and this is like my favorite toner. This one you can find it at Walgreens or Target. I prefer Walgreens. This one also at Walgreens, Avene. This is actually a really nice, gentle exfoliating gel. Now, if you don't want anything exfoliating or you do like it, but you're not like me that you need to use it every day. Well, I don't need to use it every day, but I choose to use it every day because I'm very oily. And if I don't like do a deep cleansing, I will literally break out. Like I didn't do it last night and I broke out on my nose. Well, the pimple has already been popped. Not because I popped it, but because the heat from my shower popped it this morning. And this is what I consider the more affordable version. This one I believe is like $17-18 at Walgreens. You can also order it online, or if you can find it cheaper online, go for it. It's from Bliss. Great. It's great for skin that breaks out, oily skin. I'm not too sure about dry skin because it does have witch hazel, BHA, it has niacinamide, zinc PCA, and Sika. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Sika. I really like it because I just have, again, very oily skin, and it does really help control my oil production. I noticed that when I use this versus like the Pixi skin toner, I prefer this one. That's actually the reason why, and I like it because it's like a gel. It just does a lot better. I feel like, yes, I'll use the Pixie one. Do not get me wrong; it's one of my favorites. I just prefer this one. There's nothing wrong with the other one. There's nothing wrong with using witch hazel. It's just I feel it has more of an umph to it, and I really enjoy that. I haven't tried any other tonics, or I'm sorry, toners, or whatever other name people have for them. I haven't really tried them from any other brand. But what I have tried from different brands, St. Ives, do not use it. Super bad for your skin. I do recommend using this one. It's really like gentle little like jojoba oil little balls. At least is what it says here. It's basically jojoba oil. Yeah, I can. Oh, it's in French. I don't speak French. Nevertheless, know how to read French. So this is actually a French ooh, ooh, girl. This is a French product. So this is like French pharmacy, like what you would expect to find at a French pharmacy. This is it. Really nice. super high quality. I never met anybody that's had a reaction to it or it's been super abrasive. Unless you get, like, if you buy it off Amazon, you have a higher chance of getting a knockoff. I really recommend you to buy it at Walgreens, through Walgreens. A pharmacy is how I recommend for anybody to purchase it. And the more bougier friend or the sister, you know, the older sister that's in her 30s and like doesn't care what she spends it on because she has no kids and they're all dogs or cats, or plants. The Tatcha Deep Cleanse. This stuff is like amazing to reset your skin. I use this and I hate admitting it, but when I get migraines and I fall asleep with my makeup, I put it on my, like, I'll splash a little bit of water. I'll put a dollop of this on my hand, smother my face. Like, I'll obviously still take off my lashes, but I smother my face in it so I can start seeing, like, oh, it's taking off everything. Rinse it off, do it a second time, and I let it sit, almost like a mask. And then I'll go into the shower, and my skin just looks so much better. And I feel like I actually did reset my skin because all that itchiness, inflammation, the hives, or just the simple fact that, like, makeup is a barrier, it completely like rejuvenates my skin. It's an interesting thing. Maybe not everybody goes through it, but I really enjoy it for that. And that is one of the reasons why I am dead on buying the Tatcha Deep Cleanse. I think this cleanser is like $60 or something like that. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds ridiculous. I know it does, but you know what? I prefer investing in something that's gonna help me work long term than to be spending it on other like stupid shit. Like I have things where I'm like, I should have just bought like a higher end perfume or a higher end face cleanser. I'm gonna use it. I didn't need to like go out to eat. I could have used it on something better. I'm the type that I prefer spending stuff on my makeup and my skincare than like eating out, going out. Like, I will prefer being at home having a badass mask than going out to the club and having people breathe on me. Like, y'all, if I wanted to do that, like, I already work retail. I do not need more of this. So that's why I really enjoy it. Some other face masks that I also like. This is more drugstore. This is the Pixi brand I was talking about earlier. This Glow Mud Mask is amazing, first of all, and it's really affordable. I believe it's like between $20 to $30 range. You do not need a lot. I've had this one for quite some time just because I forgot I had it. But even like this, like I want to say like a dime sized amount, it covered my forehead. Like, yes, it's very thin. If you want it thicker, be my guest, go thicker. I feel like you shouldn't have to go super thick, but if you don't want something that expensive, this one's it's about the same price if you buy it at Walgreens. I think it's like $14. Well, I shouldn't say the same, but it's around the $14, $15, maybe the most expensive $17 that I can like go off the top of my head. Pure Clay from L'Oreal. This stuff is really good. I use it also to reset my skin, and as you can tell, it's really, really nice. Okay, when I break out and I put it on, it just does something where like my breakouts are a lot more tolerable and it doesn't feel tender to the touch. I noticed they both have that really good like sucking action and like they dry out the pimples. So if you have that type of skin where I don't break out much, but when I do break out, it's like Jupiter on my face, I recommend you to try the mud mask, black mud mask. I was gonna say black and mud together. Black mud mask. You'd be surprised. And also using like a really good deep cleanser. Yeah, there's good to have like your everyday gel cleanser like CeraVe, which I don't have here because it's in my shower. I have the CeraVe, but I feel like that one is too gentle. I still would prefer my sister to wear that, and she's like in her early teens, than for her to use this because this is very aggressive. But me, that I'm older, I'm oilier, I wear a lot more like on my face. I do tend to wear makeup every time I work or every time I decide to just practice on my makeup skills. I just like this for that reason, and because I just, I tend to overproduce a lot of the stuff that maybe younger girls don't, or just because of my age and because it feels good. Also, I shave my face. I'm not sure if any of y'all have ever heard of that. Like, oh, what do you mean? But I actually do shave my face. I have a really hairy face. I have a hairy face, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I just noticed my makeup applies a lot smoother, so I do use these like eyebrow pen shavers. Oh, I can't even talk. Sorry, I'm not farting. It's the chair. Yeah. Girl, I'm just here to expose myself. I'm telling you, all I do is embarrass myself. Okay, so that's for cleansers. Now for makeup removal, this is what I like to do. I use either Pond's cold cream, which is like a classic, but I think there was like a change in the formula a while back. I'm not sure if they changed it back because it's been a while since I've used Pond's cold cream. There's something in it that I feel like it makes me break out now. I'm not sure what it is. It used to never give me issues and now it does. I haven't tried it in about 6 months. Like I can't even remember to tell you. I had one forever and I would only use it for my lips, so it took me forever to finish it. And this is what I use now, the Abilene Moisturizing Cleanser. This stuff takes off theater makeup. This is like $10 or $15 at Walmart. I highly recommend you to order it online. I almost never see it in stock. And even if, like, honestly, unless you're the type that goes ham every single day, super heavy makeup, or you just want something to like kind of sit on your skin, because I like doing it for that reason. Like during the winter, I use it as just, I wash my face, I let this sit, and it just, I don't know, like I tissue wipe it down and then I actually use the cleanser. I shouldn't say I wash it. I rinse my face, pat dry it. There you go. Put this, then I wash my face. If I feel like I need to exfoliate because I'm producing a lot more flakiness or it's just more obvious, I'll do that. And then I'll moisturize. And I just find this stuff works really well. It works really, really good with magnetic eyeliner. If you use magnetic eyeliners, which I do, I love Glamnetic. I swear to the gods that it is one of the best magnetic eyeliners I have ever gotten my little paws on. It is amazing. I love it. I actually still have it. I need to reorder a new one. Glamnetic, girl, these lashes will transform your life. They're super easy to wear and they're absolutely like, they're super glamorous. I love the packaging. I love that it's also woman of color owned. There you go. I believe the owner is Asian. And oh my god, her lashes, like chef's kiss. This one too, House of Lashes. I believe the owner is Asian. I'm not sure from what demographic, but I like to buy like woman of color products. It's not to say like, you know, other things are not good. I'm just saying that it's just, I feel like because our eye shape is different, because of course, like I come from a Mexican background, like there's some things that I just feel like it ain't it, girl, this ain't it. It's like, I know y'all try to be like good and like you're trying to save me some money, but girl, these just, ugh, I love them. Okay, so these ones I've had them since January, and I know they're $34 a pop, but girl, look at me. Well, these are not it, but like look at them. They're basically new. They're so good. These are actually House of Lashes. These are the Boudoir. I'm going super off topic. Anyway, so this is the BioDerma Laboratory Solution, Senso Bio H2O. This one's great for taking off all your makeup. This stuff is really sturdy. This takes my Huda liquid lipsticks off. It takes off my KBD Vegan Beauty liquid lipsticks off. It takes like the most intense. I will also use MAC. And when I had this MAC liquid lipstick, it would take it all off. Like, I really enjoy them. Let me see. This remover is what I mean. I've had other ones like Garnier and all those other brands, but I feel like this one is just like, it's just it. And another French pharmacy favorite. So if y'all are looking for something to keep long term, I suggest you to look into these. Let me see, what else do I have here? Okay, so before I move on to anything else regarding skincare, I also have this spray. So this spray is not necessarily a makeup setting spray. It's actually like a literal rescue like skin spray. So this one I use it on my breakouts, the days I break out on psoriasis. So it's not just for my face. I can also use it like here on my like elbow gap, my elbows. I also use it on my chest, the back of my knees, pretty much like my feet, anywhere where I get like a bit of a psoriasis outbreak, I use it for that reason. Oh, sorry. I'm telling you, I keep getting texts when I'm busy. Sorry. So that's what I use it for. I spray it. I got this one from Tower 28. So if you have really sensitive skin or you break out a lot, whether it's with acne, whether it's with like just redness and irritation, flakiness, I will recommend it 100%. So with that being said, this is one of the things that I use. I actually use it like before and after skincare, and I also use it in like after I set my face with like foundation, but I still have to do all the other stuff like powder. I set this and it helps soothe my face. Like I actually should apply it now because I have a lot of it. Oh, and it's salty. It tastes salty because it is made out of, I like the way it tastes. It's made out of, what is it called again? Oh, girl. I know, I saw it here earlier. Helps with irritation, defend against daily damage from skin's everyday stressors, including makeup, sweat, grime, and pollution. Skin happy pH of 4.5, and it is National Eczema Association accepted. And it is made out of water, sodium chloride, and hypochlorous acid. Sodium chloride, that's why it's salty. Sodium. So anyways, now I'm back to the actual setting spray. So I have 3 different ones. Technically, I have 4, but this one is just not open. I have all these different makeup setting sprays. I will say this. I still use makeup setting sprays. I have always liked them. Oh, I have this other one too. I have this. Okay, so these are actually 5 makeup setting sprays. Girl. Okay, so for more, I guess you could say, drugstore or like affordable, the best one I can recommend, and I do recommend it simply because it works really well. Wow, the time is 4:44. Manifestations. This is matte finish and it's from Wet n Wild, and you can find it at H-E-B, Walmart, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, pretty much anywhere that they have like, you know, general consensus of like drugstore brands, and this is pretty much a go-to if you want the more satin or dewy finish. I believe they have those. This one's matte just because, again, I have oily skin. The next one, that's drugstore, that's not drugstore. These 3 are actually drugstore. I bought this one. This is the most expensive one for drugstore. I think so. This one is $20, and I buy it because it has hyaluronic acid, rose extract, aloe, and herbs, and it's rose water, like straight up just rose water. This one actually technically already expired. It literally just expired. It's still good. Like it's still good. Like it's fine. And the next one is the reason why I like using that one is because it soothes the skin really nicely. It has very therapeutic qualities to it. Like it soothes my skin. It's aromatherapy as well. And I noticed that it's a really good moisturizer. I've used it like to soak not soak, but like to remove my makeup off when I let it sit with either cold cream or Abilene to like remove it. Works really well. I also use it like after I shave my face, like kind of like an aftershave, but it's not an aftershave. You see what I'm saying? Like it works really nice. Yeah. And the next one is Physicians Formula. This one, I can't remember what setting spray I was trying to replace it with, that I ended up using this one for its backup. I don't think it was Glossier. I think it was a different brand. But anyway, it was the Caudalie, which is a French brand. Another French product. The only thing, the reason why I replaced it was because it was always out of stock during COVID. And then on top of it, like I was like, I'm not going to pay like $200 or like whatever amount just to get like a bottle shipped for free to my house. And eventually, like I was just always going through it like really fast. I don't know what happened. There was a point where I felt like I was going through it really fast, and I switched to this one. The other one, I'm not going to lie, it's still great. I love it. I'll probably buy it in mini just to have it like as a refresher because it's just all around like a great product. It's, again, French, right? Like it's a staple. Also, like I noticed that it is a little more heavily fragranced, but it doesn't really bother me. Like it doesn't irritate my skin. It's just, you know, after a while, like I'm just like, okay. Nothing wrong with it. Again, there's just times where I can be critical for absolutely no reason than just to be critical. Physicians Formula Organic Wear. This is more or less ballparking it, but not really. Like it doesn't have that, obviously, that scent like the Caudalie setting spray does, because the other one's grapeseed. And this is Botanical, which is a floral blend. I mean, not to say that grapes are not like plants. I'm just saying like it's more herbally, floral. You know what I mean? Like, hence the flowers. Okay, I'm going to like off the deep end. So I use this one, I put it on my sponge. It doesn't really give me a matte or dewy finish. It's like just a nice natural finish with my makeup. I really like it. It's a really good nutrient mist. So you can also use it before and after skincare. You can also use it after shaving, which is actually one of the reasons why I used it after shaving my face. It just really soothes my skin. And I felt like it helped absorb my moisturizer better. And the final one, which is Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray Matte Finish from Flower Beauty. So I actually love this one. This is actually made by Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore came out with this brand Flower. A lot of the stuff I've tried from other celebrities I haven't liked. So far, this one from Drew Barrymore, and I believe it was like, was it a lipstick or I don't remember what it was. I finished it and they like removed it from Walmart, and now it's at CVS, and that's where I buy it. Oh, this is available at Walgreens, Target, CVS that I know of. Walmart too, but sometimes Walmart has it and sometimes they don't, like whatever. So I go to Target or I go to Walgreens because they're just better, and also CVS. This one's always sold out at my Walgreens for some reason, so I go to CVS, and CVS is like literally right here. This one is my CVS, and I love that because this is $13, but this puppy lasts forever. Like, I've had it for like a month and a half now, and I have it. It smells so good. Like, I've only had it, like, I've only used a quarter, and I'm pretty heavy. Like, I use like 6 to 7 sprays. Sometimes a little more than that. Like, I can just be very excessive. One thing is that I do notice is that it does like have that like powdery type of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it does have like that powdery finish to it. Like, I don't know if that makes I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it does have a type of silicone to where it sets your makeup really nicely, but I don't get an allergic reaction to it. I really enjoy it because it's very sensitive, skin safe. And then the final one, which is a more bougie one, but at the same time, it's around the same price. I mean, this is 20, this one's 20. Okay, maybe not. This is like 30. Just kidding, I take that back. Yeah, this is the MAC Mineralized Charged Water. This stuff, if I could have it like for the rest of my life, I will. It is amazing. I love it. It is great. This one is literally multi-purpose. I use it for skincare. I use it for aftershave. I use it to just reset my makeup. Like, it is such a great multi-purpose and multitasking product. And I feel like because, yes, it is a little steeper, but it's a lot more functional. Does that make sense? Like, there's more pros than there is cons. Plus, if you keep the matte container when it's empty and you collect 6 regular sized items, you get a free lipstick. And this is MAC and Macy's, like as if I worked there, right? MAC at Macy's, but that tells you how much I go there. And if not, and if you go to like a MAC independent like store, like the Pro Shop, you can get either a lipstick and eyeshadow or a lip gloss. Girl, lip gloss is popping. I love my lip gloss. I've already finished my lip glasses because they're called lip glass at MAC. I need to go for more. That's why I want to go out of town again, because I don't have any empties right now, but when I do have them, like, I'm ready to drop for a gloss. Like, I love their glosses. Their glosses are so nice. I love them. So now that I have setting sprays out of the way, next is Moisturizers Spf and Primer. One of them is multi-purpose, and I'll tell you why. So for Moisturizers SPF, this one, I feel like it's sometimes, if my skin is being finicky, I break out with it. I don't know what it is. It's a facial moisturizing, this is an SPF. This is a PM night cream. I thought I had SPF. Oh my, I finished it and I threw out the bottle by accident. Oh, never mind. So this is actually a facial like moisturizer that I use at night. It's ultra light. I do like it, but like this one is far better. I use my Emberly's Light Creme for everything. Makeup remover, skin moisturizer, It's great if you have really sensitive skin. You can use it for really dry hands, really dry elbows. It's a great multi-purpose product. Again, French, created, I believe, by a chemist, or yeah, I believe the person who created Emberlise is a chemist, was a chemist, and did it to treat, either soothe or treat third-degree burns, because it's an emulsion. And it works really great on my skin because I have, again, psoriasis and like allergy prone skin. Like right now, something triggered my allergies. I'm like super red. I can feel it. It's like super itchy. So I have that. Like I'm always having some sort of dilemma with my skin. Um, so this is the one that I really recommend for that specifically. Well, not for that specific, but it's a great overall product. Like it's great. And it doesn't make me break out. It doesn't make my skin oily. It doesn't make it do weird. It just lets my skin be the way it is. Does that make sense? Like if I were to take off my makeup and use it as a makeup remover, it'd work great. And just if I use it as a moisturizer, it'd work great. As a primer, it works great. This stuff is really nice. You can also use it on your lips if you have really dry matte lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip liners, anything that just tends to be really aggressive on the skin. This is really good. So this is a great winter staple if you live in colder climates or in colder areas of the US or like around the world, really. This is really good for that. The Biosense Squalene Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30 UVA UVB protects and moisturizes face PA+++. This is plant derived squalene, by the way, from Biosense. I've had it for about a year. Really nice. This is vegan. This is vegan. It is also, I can't read it's super, super tiny, but this is a physical sunscreen versus a chemical. I tend to have really bad reactions to chemical sunscreen, so I try to steer away from chemical sunscreens, and this has been my favorite go-to since. It literally doesn't leave. You know how sometimes sunscreens have that like weird habit of leaving like a white over, like a cast? Mineral sunscreens are like notorious for that. This one doesn't do that. And you saw I put a pretty generous amount. This one doesn't do that, and it leaves a really nice luminous finish on the skin. Like it doesn't have a scent. It has that neutral scent. Like you put something, right? But it's not like, I smell flowers. It's just, it smells what it should smell, something plant-based. And a little goes a long way. It's great. It's amazing. I love it. I will be repurchasing it at my Sephora. I bought this one actually at Sephora because they don't carry it in stores here. So I bought this one at Sephora. If you want a more drugstore alternative to it, I'm not too sure, something physical, just because I've tried so many other than Burt's Bees mineral sunscreen, but that one does leave a white cast. And I was getting tired of always having to switch it up because I couldn't just wear the sunscreen. You could tell I was wearing sunscreen. So now what I personally do, I just stick to this one. And I don't know, like I couldn't deal with it anymore. I used it like 2-3 times, and after it I was like over it. And now for the final thing, which is primer, I use the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. As you notice, I don't use eye cream. I just don't really see the purpose in it. I feel like eye creams do not really do anything for me. I've gone through so many eye creams. I've gone through the Glossier ones, Estee Lauder, Lancome, just different brands. I can't think of anything like, what is it, John Roth Peter, no, Peter Roth, something like that. I haven't tried anything like Tatcha, but I love this primer. This stuff is bougie as hell. Okay, this stuff is expensive. Let's see how expensive this girl is, because this is a wine and dine type of primer. So I know there's a silk canvas, which is like that little like, can you also, no, you can't see it, of course not, because it's so bright. Which is like that, that little like container, like the one that Elf has as a dupe, which you could use the Elf one as a dupe. They have that one, but I buy the liquid silk canvas primer, because it's a protective primer as well, and it's 52, which is this one. I buy this one at Sephora. It is amazing. It is fabulous. I cannot speak highly enough of this product. This stuff just, how can I explain it? not just does it set my makeup, like this is a primer I use and I feel like it helps retain my youth. Like it's just, it's kind of like, not like it's not like it's something like, oh my God, ultra different. It's a primer, but it's very refined and I can tell that they put a lot of effort and they put a lot of research into their cosmetic line, their I should say their skincare line. I can tell that it's made in Japan, so you know that is bougie as hell. Because Japanese women have some of the best skin, as well as Korean women. Like they have the best skin I have like ever seen, and a lot of it is because they buy really and they make really good stuff. I know Korean because it's you know K beauty, it ranges a lot, but I feel like Japanese skincare tends to be way more expensive and rightfully so. Especially this one, it is protective. So if I remember correctly, it's like against pollution and all that stuff that like agitates the skin. I do notice that it also protects like against whatever it is that I am wearing, but I do tend to wear very clean makeup. So, and that's another reason why I went with this one because this is clean. That's another thing in mind. I tend to use a lot of clean products. I don't always like I didn't mean to at first, and then eventually I just started noticing like, oh, my skin doesn't react as much, like I should stick to clean. And that's pretty much what ended up landing me into the Tatcha one. I am gonna buy this one again. I plan to order it online. I am planning to order it, I don't know when, just because I feel like I still have enough. I have a lot, if I'm being honest. I still have enough. Again, if you don't want to use that as a primer, the Release one is great too. The only thing I do notice is that it doesn't really last really well on my eyelids because I am really oily. This one does. Now, if you want an eye primer, a proper eye primer for your eyeshadows, eyeliner, powder, gel, cream, whatever it is that you use, the number 7 Stay Perfect eyeshadow primer suitable for sensitive skin is great. I buy this one at Walgreens, and I believe Target sells it too. I'm not too sure. Not too sure, but this one's really great for that. Other than that, that's pretty much it for what I use. If there's anything I missed, which I don't really think I did because that's literally all I use for skincare. Just one item, which I think was a CeraVe and the Cola D spray because I no longer use that product anymore. And that was kind of like the replacement that I found, which was a Physicians Formula. What was it called? What is it called again? Nutrient Facial Mist. There you go. So there's that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this as like a bit of a starter. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. I am now going to show you how to do this specific look, or you can always like, you know, fix to your preference, to your liking. This is just how I do my makeup, and this is more or less how my makeup ends up finishing coming out. So if you guys want to keep watching to do something like this for the daily, or, you know, you can tweak it however you want, watch my next video. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. I'm going to post this one.